Hi, it's me again. Today I'm going to do a box. I love making boxes. Absolutely love them. And we're going to be working with foam board. This foam board is, it's foam and it's got cardstock on either side. And this one is 5mm thick or 1/4 of an inch. So my measurements are going to be based on 5mm. And this is the paper I'm going to use today. Rosabella by Craft. Really pretty. We get 2 each. That's the back of that one. Kind of sepia colour, that one. And the back is kind of a greeny black. Rather neat. And we've got a floral, small floral with that beautiful paper. Love this. This is just absolutely gorgeous. And on the back of that, we've got kind of like a Regency wallpaper thing. It's really pale, mottled pink, green, and brown. On the other side of that, we've got the pink spot. Sorry, pink and black spot. That one I'm not terribly keen on, but I like the green. And then we've got some bits of ephemera and letters and stuff. Now I've already opened another pack, so I'll go back to that. Just wanted to show you what we're working with. Okay, I decided for the inside of my box I was going with the pink with the black spot. Okay, let me just get my measurements out for you. Okay, the base of the box is 6 by 9. Why is that reversed? 6 inches by 9 inches. And I've cut my paper to match. The 2 long sides are 3 by 9. And I've cut my paper 2 7/8 by 9. I'll explain that in a mo. So you've got 2 of them in the sides, which, let me just explain. Once these go up on the outside of the base, then the sides will go up. So in cutting the sides, I have done them the width of the foam core on either side. So I've added an extra 1/2 inch to the base measurement. So these are 3 by 6.5, and the paper is, the matching is 6.5 by 2 7/8. So I've got 2 of them. Okay, now first things first. Let's just get rid of those papers. Okay, my next best friend is duct tape. I'm using the white duct tape, which is a little creamy colour, but that's fine. If you can see, I'm not sure if you can see on this one here. You can see I've put duct tape over the edge. I'm going to do that on all upper edges of the box. So what I do, because I don't want to use that whole width, I want to use half. Out, and then I stick it to the edge of my desk, making sure that I've got the halfway mark at the edge of the desk. There we go. So now to get our little blade. That one's done. Let's do this one. We need 6.5. And I just slice it like that. Place it so that it's about 1/4 of an inch on that side. No more, because it's got to wrap around 3 sides. Okay, there. And then fold it over. And you get this beautiful neat top. That was cut just a little bit too long. I try to get it even with the edge so you don't have this problem. Okay, that's those two. Do the larger one. Now don't be pushing your fingers in too much because you will dent it. Now I've got myself in a pickle, haven't I? Okay, that's those. Just move this out of the way a bit. We'll need that at some stage for the lids. Yep, we need to do the same. It's too small. Let's put the box together first before we do the lid. First up, we are going to put our paper on. I'm going to use double-sided tape around the edge like a frame. Sorry, I just need to get that on there. Look, I know you can buy beautiful boxes, you know, at cheap shops and that, but I just get an incredible amount of satisfaction in making my own. From scratch. Of course, there's also nothing wrong with buying those cheap boxes and repurposing, redecorating them to, you know, using your favorite papers, etc. Just going to use this. Yep. Okay, I think that's just about on its last legs. I may not use this for anything else. No. But now that I've started this one, we'll go ahead with it. But just a little bit on the edge there. I think I'll have to bin that. Okay, grab our piece. Make sure you've got no tape hanging over the edge. Got a little bit there. Just fold it into the back. Okay, here we go. This should fit exactly side to side. Doesn't, I'm in trouble. That millimetre out could cause problems. On this side as well. So I'll have to trim it off. if I can. That's the trouble with the double-sided tape. Once it's down, it's pretty much down. Okay. One. Now with this box, I don't think I'm going to do an album that goes inside, but never say never. See what happens once I've finished the box. I just like boxes, you know, put stuff in. Use a bit of tacky glue this time, just in the center. The reason I cut this an 1/8 of an inch shorter is because I like a white border around the top on this one. So we match up the bottom and the sides best we can. Squish out that glue. Flat and beautiful. I have a Xyron, I think, creative station, which I would normally use to glue all these big pieces, but my cartridge is empty. And I just ordered another one from Spotlight, and you'll never guess how much it was. $65. I kid you not, $65. Now, I used to be able to buy on Amazon.com from the US until our government, in its infinite stupidity, wanted them to start charging GST. So Amazon said, okay, we're not going to sell to Australian customers anymore. And I paid in the low 30s for my replacement cartridge, and even with freight it was a lot less than $65. We totally get screwed in this country, absolutely totally, even with IKEA. IKEA is so expensive here. It's just ludicrous. Absolutely ludicrous. And motor vehicles? Oh, don't talk to me about them. So expensive. Range Rover. What else can I rant about? Well, I could have a rant about the judicial system in this country. Get me on that soapbox and I'll tell you, it is just not good. Not good. We need some new legislation, that's for sure. Need some new prisons. Yeah. And I'll tell you what, our Prime Minister, who has just won the election, which he thought he was going to lose, and he promised everyone tax cuts if he won the election. Well, he didn't expect to win. And I mean, this is fact from his own party. He didn't expect to win. So now that he has won, he's thinking, shit, I've got to give these folks tax breaks. Well, he has worked out his tax breaks for everyone. They don't start till about 6 years, 5 or 6 years away, by which time, hopefully, we'll have another government. So, oh, God, don't get me on that as well. Jeez. I mean, if you're going to give folks a bonus like tax cuts, the ordinary working guy and gal, ordinary families, give them a tax break. Give it to them now, while you're in power. Give it to them now like you promised. But I don't know about the governments of other countries, but I'm a bit leery of Donald Trump, though. Let's not go there. Anyway, but our government, they just do not have their eye on the people of Australia. They just do not care one jot about us. Did you know pensions and unemployment benefits have not had a rise apart from the CPU, which goes up every year, in 20 odd years. But some years ago, some Liberal government at the time legislated that politicians get a pay rise, a percentage pay rise, mind you, not like 30 cents an hour or something stupid like that, a percentage pay rise every year. I mean, seriously? They earn hundreds of thousands of dollars and they voted to give themselves a pay rise every year. So, I mean, if a politician's on, 300,000, so what's that he's getting every year? Pay rise. It's just out of the stratosphere as far as I'm concerned. And I think, oh geez, look what I've done. Hey, hey, hey. Too much talking, not much doing. Too much talking. Because that is going to have an effect on that. Look. See, I've got that little. I'll fix it. I'll think of something. I'm going to use these little applique pins. Once I put my glue on, I'm just going to stick it through in there to hold it down. Boy, I think my hot glue gun really needs a vacation. Look at it. Okay, where were we? Some hot glue gun right across there. Whoops, not too much because you don't want it to get over. Okay. Push them together. And of course, you've got hot glue gun over the inside. Hot glue, sorry. Naturally. Actually, I don't think I need to put a pins in. But if you want to, you can. You can also, for added security, leave the pins in and snip off the heads, or just use plain flat pins. Give it added security, and this is going to be one tough little box. Try and be a little bit more reserved with the amount of glue I'm putting on. Oops. See, that one wasn't quite straight. The telling will be in when the sides are put up. A little bit. So, not enough glue, eh? Not enough glue. I dropped my glue stick. Now, this one goes on. Make sure the top is aligned really well. Looking good. Now I'm going to use the wet glue with this because I've got to do 3 sides and I'd rather have a little bit of leeway Just a little bit of room to wiggle. This is quite a strong tacky glue, so I quite like using it. Now pop this on. Make sure it's squared up. It's not quite square. That's why I like the pins. As long as this front piece is square. I'm probably not going to remove these pins. I am going to snip the heads off with pliers, because I like the added security of them being in there. Okay, now we're going so far. I can still see that mishap of hot glue there. So we're going to cheat on that, and we're going to put trim around the inside. Can't help it. I think I need another pin in here. And make sure you put them in straight, otherwise they could come out. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. These outside edges will, of course, get duct tape on them. Oops. Nope, I'm not happy with that. I'm going to have to take this panel off. This large side. Making sure that nothing is going to break. See, I make the mistake so you don't have to. So, lesson learned, do not use hot glue for this, use a wet glue. Just try and get rid of some of that hot glue. Lots of hot glue, isn't it? I'm just looking for my little snips. You're as sharp as a bowling ball. Oops. Where was that bit sharp? Too awkward with blunt things. So we'll take our pins out. Now what we're going to do is the security of a duct tape. Right to the edge. Hold it down firmly and pull it over to the bottom. And on the other side. Oh, seriously, they pushed right in. Oh, how cool is that? I wondered where they were, the pins. Huh. Wow. Now that's a bonus that they go push right in. Aha. Okay, let's see if we can push these ones in. Yay. Not quite. Not quite. You don't want to push too much. Oh, how easy is that? How cool. You live and learn. So, these little pins, you can push them in. Yeah, but be careful. Be careful. Too small. I don't always do that small. This doesn't cut my desk, by the way, in case you were wondering how careless I was. No. Right across there. And bring it over while pulling the side into the base. Beautiful. Now if that doesn't go down, then it's got to come out, because you're putting decorative paper over there and you definitely don't want little bumps. Definitely not. Make sure to pull the side in and flip your tape over. Pull tightly and pull that tape over. Okay, now I'm happy to put this one on. What I might do is spread this with my finger, because I don't want it leaking into the inside. Okay. First up, let's match the front on here. And match the front on this side. They've got to be squared off there. Pop the pin in. Oh, hang on. Oh, shoot, wait up. I've got to turn my phone on because hubby has gone for gone to see his cardiologist. He's got a renal abdominal aneurysm. And I just in case he phones and says that he's being admitted today, so it's been worrying us for a little while. Phone lies to me, seriously. No text message at all. Oops. Okay. See, this one is not quite, wasn't quite squared off. Now it is. Okay, let's see if we can push these in if possible. Yep. Where was it? There it is. No, must be notifications. New phone. Don't know how to use it. Pain in the patootie. Took me 2 years to get used to the last phone, and then he goes and changes them. Okay, see, I've got a wrinkle in here. Not happy. Spread it out. Now, how long have I been going? I don't want to go forever. Yeah, it's not telling me. Okay. Once I've done this base, I will stop. And then we'll do another video to do the lid. Let it go down. Pull it, pull, and pull it over. Okay, that's the back bit now. Pull firmly. Beautiful. What I'm going to do on the bottom, I'm going put a strip. Not only does this kind of waterproof the base, Not that you would need it waterproof. It also helps to lock in the edges, you know. The edges where you turned over that little bit. I may yet put some felt across the bottom so the book doesn't skid everywhere. Or not, or I might leave it like this. Probably not, since I like things to be neat and tidy. And a little bit for there. There we go. So far, I'm absolutely chuffed. Just except for that hot glue. A little bit of a mess there. Just make sure you don't make the same mistake. Okay, in the next video we will do the lid, which will be 1 inch higher. Oops. It's not going to let me do it. Probably not. There we go. Can be 1 inch higher. And it'll open on a back hinge. A back hinge there, so it'll open. Okay, I hope you'll come back for part 2. See you later.